Hello, this is Daniel from KC Allied Health, and today in the hand series we're talking about thumb pain, in particular right along this area here. And many cellists and people who use bows, such as viola players and violin players as well, will get pain across this area or tension across this area as you keep having to hold on to your bow. Now there's two muscles that you'll want to know for the sake of this video. There's flexor pollicis brevis and flexor pollicis longus, basically the short one and the long one. The short one pulls your thumb down from its first joint, which should look kind of familiar. The long one, on the other hand, starts to pull down from the tip of the thumb. The first one can't do it. Let's talk about how you hold your bow. Here's the wrong way to do it. And many of us probably remember having been taught to not let your thumb collapse in this direction. Funny thing is, I've seen this same hold in non-musicians who have chronic dysfunction of their thumb. In these people, they had a very, very weak flexor pollicis longus and a very overused brevis. It resulted in a lot of muscle tension problems as well as degenerative issues around the joint of the thumb. And when asked to bend the thumb at its furthest joint, some of these people had no idea how to do that. They had lost the control of pollicis longus. Now the problem here is that in gripping things, the brevis muscle starts to overcompensate and it tries to do all the work, whereas longus is staying out of the picture. You can also see here that the joints don't look all that happy. There's no tendon supporting the furthest joint, and so that joint in the thumb is just buckling and letting itself be pushed into that collapsed position. If we have a look at proper posture for holding your bow, you'll notice that both of the joints are now supported by pollicis longus. And now we've got that flexing of the thumb movement being divided by two muscles instead of just one overcompensating. It's easier on the joints, it's easier on the muscles, and as many of us may recall, this is what your music teacher tried to get you to do. Now in the next video, we're going to go into more detail about how you can massage and strengthen these parts. But if there's one thing for you to take away from this video, it's this. To strengthen flexor pollicis longus, we need to start using the furthest tip of the thumb in flexion strengthening exercises. This can often look like what you see here. We need to train the furthest end of the thumb to be able to bend, and this could take a lot of thinking before it really starts to sink in. So, go grab yourself a rubber band, see how well you can do this just from the furthest tip of your thumb, and click on the next video to learn more.